In a hidden place among rolling hills lay the Whispering Valley, a serene and enchanting haven untouched by the chaos of the outside world. This valley was a sanctuary of peace and beauty, where nature thrived in its purest form. Tall trees touched the sky, their branches swaying gently in the breeze as if whispering secrets to the heavens above. A clear stream giggled over pebbles, its waters sparkling like diamonds under the sun, creating a soothing melody that echoed through the valley. Flowers of every color bloomed, nodding in the breeze. Their vibrant hues painted the meadow like an artist's palette, filling the air with a sweet, intoxicating fragrance. The air was sweet with pine and earth, a refreshing blend that invigorated the senses. Living here was Liora, a special fox with cinnamon fur and chocolate eyes. She moved gracefully, her steps light and purposeful, as if she were dancing with the forest itself. Knowing every path and creature in her home, Liora loved exploring. She would wander through the woods, her keen eyes observing every detail, her ears attuned to the symphony of nature. Watching bees and listening to birds brought her immense joy. By the stream, she watched fish play in the sun-dappled water, their scales shimmering like precious gems. The valley was a magical, safe place for Liora. Animals loved her. Rabbits twitched their noses in greeting, and the owl hooted hello from its perch high in the trees. Even shy deer paused to gaze at her, their eyes filled with trust and admiration. Liora brought warmth and smiles wherever she went. Her presence was a beacon of light and love, making the valley more magical with every step she took. She was a friend to all, never causing trouble, always spreading joy and harmony. Liora's gentle spirit made the valley a happy place, a sanctuary where all creatures could live in peace. Her kindness was a gift to everyone, a reminder of the beauty and goodness that existed in the world. The Whispering Valley was a perfect home for a gentle fox like Liora, a place where her spirit could flourish and her heart could sing. Liora's tail was magical, glowing with a warm light. It was a comforting glow, like a friendly candle. Her tail lit the way through shadowy forests. Creatures of the night were drawn to her gentle light. Her tail helped lost birds and guided creatures home. The glow changed with her feelings, brighter when happy. It was a beautiful sight, filled with kindness. Liora used her light to help others, never asking for anything in return. Her lantern tail symbolized her gentle spirit. It was a gift she shared freely, bringing comfort and magic. Liora's light was a beacon of hope in the night. One evening, the sky remained dark, missing its stars. The usual sparkle that adorned the night was absent, leaving an unsettling void. Liora watched, puzzled, as the moon hung alone. It was a strange sight, the moon without its starry companions. The valley felt empty without the stars' twinkle. The serene landscape seemed to lose its charm, as if the night had lost its soul. A hush fell, and even crickets chirped softly. The usual symphony of the night was subdued, as if nature itself was mourning the loss. Liora felt a shiver of concern. The night air seemed colder, the darkness more profound. The stars were always there, constant and true. They were the guardians of the night, their light a beacon of hope. Other animals noticed too, peeking out with questioning eyes. The absence of stars was felt by all creatures of the night. The darkness felt heavier, the magic of the night faded. The twilight that usually signaled the end of day seemed reluctant to leave. Paths were harder to see, landmarks hidden in shadow. The familiar trails became mysterious and foreboding. Children couldn't make wishes on the first star. Their innocent hopes seemed to hang in the air, unanswered. Liora knew something was wrong. The balance of the night was disturbed, and she felt a deep need to restore it. The stars were missing, and the world felt less bright. The usual glow that guided travelers and dreamers was gone. Without their light, the night was less hopeful. The somber evening seemed to stretch endlessly, devoid of its usual charm. Liora's heart ached for the missing stars. She felt a deep sadness, a longing for the night to be whole again. She felt a strong urge to help. The stars were not just lights in the sky, they were symbols of hope and dreams. The stars were needed, and she had to find them. Liora knew that the night would not be complete until the stars returned. Liora's gentle spirit couldn't let the stars remain lost. She was determined to bring back the sparkle to the night sky. Liora couldn't sit idly by. She had to help. The forest was her home, and she felt a deep connection to every tree, every leaf, and every creature that lived there. She knew that the missing stars were more than just lights in the sky. They were symbols of hope and dreams. Her heart ached for the missing stars and the children without wishes. Each night, she would look up at the empty sky and feel a pang of sadness, knowing that the world was a little darker without those twinkling lights. The darkness felt wrong, and her courage grew. She remembered the stories her mother told her about the stars and how they guided travelers and inspired poets. Liora knew she had to bring them back. With her lantern tail glowing, Liora decided to find the stars. Her tail, a gift from the moon, shone brightly, lighting her path through the dense forest. It was a beacon of hope, not just for her, but for everyone who believed in the magic of the night sky. She believed even a small fox could make a big difference. Liora had always been taught that size didn't matter when it came to bravery and kindness. Her heart was big, and her spirit was unbreakable. Saying goodbye to her cozy den, she set off on her quest. The den had been her sanctuary, but she knew that some things were worth leaving the comfort of home for. She took a deep breath, feeling the cool night air fill her lungs, and stepped forward with determination. Her tail was a beacon of hope in the starless night. It cast a warm, reassuring glow that pushed back the shadows and gave her the strength to keep moving forward. Liora trusted her instincts and her kind heart. She knew that the journey would be difficult, but she believed in herself and the goodness of her mission. Her heart guided her, and she followed it without hesitation. She listened for unusual sounds and sniffed the air. Every rustle of leaves and every scent carried by the wind could be a clue. She was vigilant, knowing that the forest held many secrets. Shadows danced in her tail's light, but she wasn't afraid. The shadows seemed to come alive, but Liora's light kept them at bay. She knew that fear was just another obstacle to overcome. The thought of the stars gave her strength. She imagined the joy on the children's faces when they saw the stars return, and it filled her with a renewed sense of purpose. Her quest was important for everyone who loved the night sky. The stars were a universal symbol of wonder and dreams, and she was determined to restore that magic. Liora's determination was strong, and she had to try. She knew that giving up was not an option. The world needed its stars, and she was the one to bring them back. She knew her journey was vital for the world's light. Every step she took was a step towards a brighter future, and she was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Liora traveled through woods and hills, guided by her tail. She found a shimmering light, different from her own. It led her to a secret garden, bathed in ethereal light. Flowers glowed, and streams sparkled like silver bells. The air hummed with a peaceful lullaby. There, on soft moss, lay the stars, like sleeping jewels. Liora's heart filled with wonder and relief. She had found them, safe but very sleepy. The garden was a resting place for the stars. Liora understood they needed rest to shine brightly. Even the brightest lights needed a break. She watched them, her heart full of awe. Liora knew the stars couldn't stay in the garden forever. The world needed their light, and she had to help. Gently, she nudged a sleeping star, encouraging it to wake. Slowly, it shimmered and floated up, its light growing. Liora moved from star to star, speaking softly. Some woke quickly, others needed more persuasion. Her patience and kindness shone through. The garden filled with dazzling light as stars awoke. They twinkled around Liora, understanding her help. She led them out, her tail a guiding beacon. "Follow me," she called, showing them the way. A beautiful procession began, stars following Liora. They trusted her completely, eager to return to the sky. It was a magical sight, a fox leading stars home. Liora's gentle spirit brought light back to the world. As Liora led the stars to the sky, they ascended joyfully. They found their places, shining brighter than ever. The night sky was breathtakingly brilliant. People below looked up in amazement. Children gasped with delight, making wishes on the stars. The stars poured extra magic into every wish. The world felt full of wonder and possibility. Liora watched from a hilltop, her heart full. The sky was a glorious tapestry of lights. Her lantern tail glowed with contentment. Liora's magic worked quietly, bringing joy and hope. The stars never forgot the kind fox who guided them home.